Yes, we are ending absolutely flat for the day. Nifty, in fact, has slipped into the red above that 25,100 mark, though. Just dangling between the red and the green as we speak. It has given up all of those morning gains. Nifty Bank, meanwhile, has been an underperformer in today's trading session. Nifty Bank, let's bring up that one for you. Down 226 points. 56,611 is where Nifty Bank is set to close for today's trading session. Nifty Small and Mid-cap index, let's also take a stock of how broader markets were performing in trade today. Mid-cap index just managing to hold on to some amount of gains in today's trading session. Small-cap index, meanwhile, up 0.1%. Let's put the spotlight on the top gainers from the Nifty 50 index. We had Grasim on the back of a brokerage report that came in. The stock was up 4%. The biggest gainer on the Nifty 50 index, up 3.7% as we speak. Dr. Reddy's, Tata Motors, Tech Mahindra. So these were some of the top gainers from the Nifty 50 index. On the losing side, though, we had Zomato, Eternal, on the back of intensifying competition because of Rapido's entry. This stock took a knock in today's trading session, down 0.6%. Trent was down 1.5%. Asian Paints and Bajaj Finance were also declining in trade today. Trend down 1.5%. Asian Paints and Bajaj Finance should also come up for you on the screen. Let's put the spotlight on the biggest sectoral gainer. IT stocks were gaining in trade today. Nifty IT index was a big sectoral gainer. In fact, the index is ending with gains of over 1.5%. We had Persistent Systems, Emphasis, LTI Mindtree, Coforge, some of the big gainers from the Nifty IT index. On the flip side, though, we had PSU banking stocks which are under pressure. Remember, after RBI's move on Friday, we had PSU banking index which was surging in trade. This was followed on in yesterday's trading session as well. But today we saw some kind of trend reversal. Indian Bank down 3.5%, SBI down 0.4%, and several other banking stocks were under pressure today. Let's also talk about a couple of newsmakers. We had saw the company announce capex and expansion plans in the Southeast Asian region. The stock was up 7%. Their capex plans are about 1,000 crores. On the back of these capex plans, the stock was up 7%. Grasim, as I mentioned, on the back of a brokerage report where Morgan Stanley upgraded the stock to overweight versus their earlier equal weight rating. They've upped their target price to 3,500. Grasim up 3.5% on the back of that. Eternal, as I mentioned, Rapido ventured into quick commerce and food delivery platforms. The likes of Zomato and Swiggy were also under pressure today. Eternal down 0.6%. Jana Small Finance Bank, although it gave up most of its morning gains, the company has applied for a license for Universal Bank versus the Small Finance Bank license that they have currently. It gave up all of those morning gains, but despite that, ending the day with gains of nearly 0.5%. Avenue Supermart, the stock was in focus on the back of a block deal. About 10 lakh shares changed hands via block deals that took place today. This stock was down 2.5%. We have Tata Motors. We had some commentary that came in from the management from the analyst meet where they say that the demand outlook continues to remain very muted. But all in all, turned out to be flat day for Indian markets. Nifty ending absolutely flat below that 25,100 mark. But Nifty banking stocks were clearly underperforming in trade today. But that's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Don't go anywhere. More news and updates will follow.